colourful idea to decorate eggs. Perfect for your Easter table, your Easter place settings, or just decoration around the house. Really easy idea. And basically what we're going to do is get some silk ties, some eggs, some cotton, fabric cotton, some string, and some boiling water, and that's pretty much it. And the idea is that we're going to boil the colour and the print off our silk tie designs onto our eggs. So it's a perfect way to decorate eggs. You don't need to be an artist, you just need some fabulous ties and patterns. So it's a perfect time to raid the wardrobe, get rid of all those old ties that you don't need. And really, the brighter the pattern, the more bold, the more loud it is, the better the design on your egg. So we've got a mixture of ties here from our wardrobe. And we've also gone down to the second-hand store and picked up some cheap too. So we've cut our ties up. You don't need to do them into a perfect square, but we've just got them in a flat design that we'll be able to roll our egg in. The other thing you can do is silk scarves. So if you've got some cheap, I shouldn't say cheap, but you can go down to the second-hand store and buy some cheap silk scarves, or you might have some old ones in the cupboard. So we've got those. The next thing we need are our eggs, and it's important that you use white eggs, and you'll see I've got quite pale eggs here. These can be hard to find, and I know in Australia most of our supermarkets stock the brown coloured, sort of natural looking eggs colour for the shells, but you actually need white because the brown ones will not take the colour from the ties, and I can tell you that from experience. It can be hard to find the white eggs, but check out your local farmers market or your local neighbourhood market. They might have some. Or these are some eggs that I picked up at one of our health food stores, and I actually just sort of picked through to find the palest eggs, with obviously the shopkeeper's approval, so that I could get the whitish eggs that I could find. So we've got our eggs. The next we need some string, some elastic bands, and I've just got some, oops, so I knocked the scissors down, some squares of calico or just cotton there, and I've basically just used a square of hand towel to roughly cut out those patterns. And what we're going to do is wrap our eggs, so each egg, and we're going to wrap it in our tie, pop an elastic band around the top. Now this is a great activity to do with the kids. Do be careful that you don't smash any eggs, because I have done that as well. But as I said, you can be as imaginative as you want with your pattern ties and see what comes out. So we've put the fabric around, we've got the elastic band at the top, and then what we're going to do is just tie some string, and tie string, and I've just got some baker's twine here, whoops, as I lose it over the bench. Just tie it round and round the egg, and that will secure it nicely for when we pop it into boil. Do be careful, because it is easy to break these eggs, and I have managed to do that as I've started rushing. And then we've got our egg. So the next thing we need to do is get a square of our cotton, just pull it up like that. Once again, elastic band it at the front, oops, get it around the edge, and make sure you do it nice and tight at the neck. And there we go, really simple. So that's our first one done. So I'm going to work through, do the rest of the eggs, and then I'll come back and show you our next step. Okay, and there is our last egg done. Now, if you're like me and can be a bit of a klutz, I pop my eggs back in the egg carton after I've done each one, otherwise I know before I know it will roll off the bench and crack and smash. So, there are our eggs. One thing to bear in mind if you are using a silk scarf, and you can see I've cut this one up, have a look at where the pattern is on the scarf, because the last thing you want to do, if we have a look at this part, is pop your egg in the middle where the pattern doesn't match. So there's times where I've cut out a square and put the egg right on the edge to make sure I get the most of the pattern. And as I said, the brighter, the deeper the colours that you have, the better the print will come out on the egg, because they'll be so vibrant. So the next step is that I'm going to put 5 cups of water in a saucepan and just over a quarter of a cup of white vinegar. I'm going to put all my eggs in there, making sure that they all fit in nicely. I'm going to put it on the stove, bring it to the boil, and then I'm going to let it simmer for about 40 minutes and then check it out. So we'll come back after these have boiled, after they've cooled down, and we'll reveal our result. Simmering for about 40 minutes. Make sure, depending on the size of your saucepan, that all the eggs are evenly covered in the water so that they're all getting that simmering water. So as I said, we pop the eggs in, bring it to the boil, then turn it down to simmer for about 40 to 45 minutes. Now you'll find that the water soaks up into the fabric, so they're really hot, so don't go in trying to pull them out. Just get some tongs, and I'm going to start to bring them out. I'm just going to put them in a strainer. As I said, they're really hot, so do be careful because it's been boiling water. I'm going to let them strain here and cool down, and then I'll come back and start to unwrap them and show you how our designs look. So we've taken off the first layer of fabric and we've started to undo the string. Now once again, these are really hot, so do be careful of holding them. Don't handle the egg because it will be hot. I can still feel the hot water on the fabric. So I keep the egg cartons because they're really good to store these in between dyeing them. And there we go, there's our first gorgeous design, as you can see there. So once again, the brighter the fabric, the brighter the pattern will come out, and obviously the whiter the egg, the more it will take. But I'm really happy with that gorgeous soft pattern there. So we'll open up the next one, see how that goes, and I'll come back when they're all undone. And one of the tips with getting really great designs is also making sure that your ties are textured. The more textured they are, the brighter the colours, the sort of more textured the pattern, the better the print onto the egg. So I'm going to continue unwrapping with these, but I've already got some fantastic decorations which I can use on my Easter table. So thank you for joining us. Don't forget to check out our other vlogs. We've got one on how to host an Easter egg hunt. We've got ideas for your Easter table setting, as well as ideas for some Easter desserts and treats, which will really knock out all your guests. And knock out in a good way, I should say. So thank you for joining us. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at The Party Hour. Check out our other vlogs, and we look forward to seeing you next time.